I think we need to start with the point. It says, in terms of the Immigration Act, Section 41, it allows the police or an immigration officer to arrest a person who is alleged to not to be in the country legally. The second point is that to be in the country illegally is a criminal offense. Thirdly, in terms of the Immigration Act, the police station or the correctional facility is what we used to detain people, because there is a confusion that Lindela is a detention facility. It is not. Lindela is a holding facility.
What is the limit of time on detention in police cells?
Okay, I'll split that. First is the 48 hours. The 48 hours is to determine whether you are really illegal in the country, because you can pick me up in the street, whereas my passport or my permit is at home. So within that 48 hours, I can come and prove and say, no, here is my passport, then I have to release you. But in the event that we have not been able to do that, then we've got 20 days where we process your issues, and then we are given a chance of 3 days after 20 days to give us your representation. If still you are not, then within 30
Mr. Apleni,
days.
that seems to be the problem, because there are claims that some people have been at the Benoni police cells for 2 months and possibly longer. There are also claims that, for instance, some are being denied antiretrovirals.
I've been working with the police. I've got a record. I've got the names of the people who were there, which I know what period they were been there. But anyway, that will be investigated, and it will come up and say...
Has anyone been there for over a period of 2 months?
There's nobody who has been there over a period of 20 months. This is the record which I have, 2 months. Yes.
What then is the nature of your investigation into the situation in Benoni?
No, we're not investigating anything. We were saying this, the Human Rights Commission is the one who's investigating. There's nothing I'm investigating. What I'm doing now is to process the
So
people.
you're confident that no law has been broken as far as Benoni is concerned, and the conditions under which these immigrants are being kept for less than 2 months is sufficient?
Less than 30 days within those cells, that is sufficient. And then after that, I have to get a judge, if I'm extending, a magistrate, if I'm extending between 30 days and 120 days before people goes to Lindela and be deported.
Right, let's turn our attention now to a story in the Mail and Guardian today regarding Lindela itself. You would have seen it, the South African Human Rights Commission saying that there are widespread human rights abuses occurring there. What does Home Affairs say to that?
Well, we have opened that facility for human rights if they want to come and investigate. And also, there is a judge who went there from the correctional services side. They're able to go to Lindela, because there's nothing we're hiding, so that people can come in and look what we have. So as a Department of Home Affairs, there is no human rights issues which we are breaking.
The concern seems to be in the company called Bossa that you have outsourced the running of Lindela to. Are you confident in its ability to run this detention center?
From the beginning of Lindela, it has been run by Bossasa. We have got a service level agreement. We've got terms which we agreed what they must do and what they cannot do. And as a department, we are there. We've got our staff which is sitting at Lindela who are monitoring the processes every day.
The death then of a Malawian, for instance, which the Human Rights Commission says Home Affairs kept a secret.
No, we don't keep secret of, and people, they die at Lindela, as somebody can die anywhere. But what is important is to say when people come to Lindela, there is a health facility within Lindela. In that health facility, we've got a doctor who is there, and then if people are ill, then we're taking them to hospitals, and then if they die, then we report. We don't hide anything.
It seems to be so different to what international human rights organizations are saying, and for that matter, local civic organizations. They describe it, for instance, as a place where the law simply doesn't apply. For many years, little has improved. Promises are broken. Commitments are reneged on. Proof, says one international human rights organization, that it is proof that apartheid still lives on for foreigners. You would reject those assertions?
I will. And Jeremy, you'll recall maybe when the Minister of Home Affairs was Minister Pando, she visited the facility with the media. It was just 1 year ago. They were there. We showed them what is happening within Lindela. And again, Minister, at the right time, will visit the Lindela and will invite people to go there.
Seems odd, though, that the Human Rights Commission has a completely different view to you.
But the Human Research Council, we've got an agreement with them that within the facility, they've got a space, they can go at any time and visit that area. And we are pleased if they can do that, and then we get a report.